Pop.
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 Pop. Pop. Pop.
Hello, I am Jacqueline Jones LaMon, and I'm going to read a poem by Cornelius Eady. And the title of this poem is Why Do So Few Blacks Study Creative Writing? Always the same sweet hurt, the understanding that settles in the eyes sooner or later at the end of class, in the silence cooling in the room. Sooner or later, it comes to this. You stand face to face with your younger face, and you have to answer a student, a young woman this time, and you're alone in the classroom or in your office a day or so later, and she has to know if all music begins equal, why this poem of hers needed a passport, a glossary, a disclaimer. It was as if I were, what, talking for the first time, giving yourself up, away. There are worlds, and there are worlds. She reminds you. She needs to know what's wrong with me, and you want to crowbar or spade her hurt to the air. You want photosynthesis to break it down to an organic language. You want to shake, I hear you, into her ear, armor her life with permission. Really, what can I say? That if she chooses to remain here, the term neighborhood will always have a foreign stress. That there will always be the moment, the small, hard details of your life will be made to circle their wagons. And the reason why I selected that poem is because it gives me permission. It gives all of us permission to write of our own experiences, not only toward the historic, but to the personal, that which we claim, and to honor it. I've written a poem that I'd like to share with you, and it's titled, Who Are You and Whom Do You Love? The woman you were when you left them, the silhouette sorting through your garbage in search of aluminum cans and credit cards, the man who jumped in front of your car and the man who thought he had pushed him, the jealous husband, Clarence Thomas's first wife, the minister who built harpsichords and molested you again and again, the mother who cannot taste her milk, your grandmother's image of herself, Sammy Davis Jr., your children, the children you knew would die as sacrifice, the man who wears headphones and operates the ride, the child running into the fire for protection, the reprieved, the stoic who embraces his weakness, the woman you swear you have become. You have a subject, but how do you know you are going to write it in a poem instead of prose? What choices do you make? I think that the poetry gods have a sense of humor. And anytime I start to write toward a subject or on a subject, it's always a jumping off point for me. It's never the end of the journey. Poetry presents itself to me with single lines, beginning lines, and I go from there to other lines. Prose for me is more scripted. I always I have an outline in my head of where I want to begin, where I want to be in the middle, and where I want to be at the end. But poetry is total exploration for me, and I'm always surprised.